Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some it's not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. It was a long night, but we finally got through it. Okay, y'all. Um, I was feeling good too, y'all. I was feeling good. Oh my goodness. Congratulations to Donald Trump. Congratulations to everybody that stood in those lines and delivered this serious message. Okay, y'all, because that was history was made yesterday. Believe it or not, everything that they said that Donald Trump was about, everything, it flip flopped on them yesterday, y'all. It flip flopped. They said that he was going to be a president that was going to keep us divided. He was going to do this. He was going to do that. And everybody stood together, all different races and everything, y'all. They stood together in those lines, and they all stood in those lines, and they all voted for Trump, y'all. They came together like no other. The very thing that they said that he was going to cause division. There was history made last night on so many levels, y'all. I don't know that you all sit up and watch it, but I did. I watched every little bit of it, and it took everything in me not to jump on social media and say anything about it. I wanted to jump on so bad in between, each time that he was stepping up this city and state, this city and state. I wanted to jump on so bad, but I didn't want to jinx anything, and I think a lot of other people felt the same way. It was people that followed the election, um, but nobody wanted to just jump on there and say, even though they felt in their heart of hearts, they knew early that Trump was going to win, but a lot of people wasn't jumping on really and saying anything about it too much. They just wanted to sit back and just take it all in because it was historic, y'all. It really was. I'm gonna take you all through some of the highlights. We're gonna just talk about a lot of stuff that went on in this election. Okay, there's a lot of happy people right now. Not just because Trump won. A lot of people is just happy that everybody stood together and they accomplished something that they thought the world thought that wasn't gonna happen. Okay, and this, like I told y'all, this was a complete message that not just to Kamala but to these celebrities and everything. You cannot use your status just to push somebody off on somebody. You know what I'm saying, y'all? The people stood up yesterday, and the early voters, they stood up, and it was like, we're not having this. We need a leader. We don't need somebody that's popular. We don't need somebody that, just because a whole bunch of celebrities. This woman was acting like a fanned out teenager. All she did was hang out with celebrities from one to the next to the next to the next. This is what her whole election was about. Pulling in some of the top, celebrities out there that has a whole bunch of people, fooled by, just because they like their music. Not because of what they really stand for. Because a lot of the people that she was bringing out was so disrespectful. Don't have any kind of morals. And it's this type of I'm just saying examples that you wanted to put out there. I did not understand why she didn't get people that were respected to come out and support her. She got people that was out here twerking for the guys. She got people that's running around here singing songs about wet cootie cats. Like, it make no sense. Glorilla got on and performed a song that they had to bleep out all the cuss words. And the some of the words that did come through when she came out at the rally and performed, the main thing that was said that they didn't bleep this part out about Glorilla's song. She'll take your man. A lot of women wanted to vote so hard for this woman because she was a woman. But they had to sit back and say, do I want things to change or do I want them to stay the same? And they had to choose. A lot of women were, just think about the housewives. Okay, y'all. A lot of women, especially these suburban areas, they're housewives. They men go to work and take care of the house. The women stay at home and take care of the kids. Do y'all think that they wanted to watch a rally with a rapper up there talking about they'll take your man? They're gonna mess around, mingle tingle with your man. This is what she put on the stage to rally for her. Megan Thee Stallion. Look at even though they try to make Megan Thee Stallion think that she's something special, look at her record. Sipping too much, getting into altercations with people, messing with everybody's man. Like, these are the people that she had at the forefront of her stuff. The majority of the people right now that were supporting her and that she was bringing forth were people that's all tied in this P. Diddy scandal, y'all. Usher, he went to prison. I mean, he didn't go to prison. He should. He probably will. I don't know. My bad, y'all. He probably will. But this is somebody that handed Justin Bieber over to P. Diddy after he knew what P. Diddy was about. And these are the faces of the people that you wanted to bring. Why didn't she get somebody that was respected, that don't have no kind of scandal behind their name to support her? She was already out of touch for the simple fact that the majority of the people you were bringing forth, they wasn't everyday people that's out here struggling. They are people that this election doesn't affect them one way or the other because they're making millions of dollars. She was so out of touch, but at the same time, she wanted to make it look as if she was so very popular. It's not about popularity. People are tired of that. Before all of the election stuff and the rallying and this and that, before she even decided that they were going to push her to the presidency stuff, she invited college students to the White House. Instead of her closing the border, she's inviting college students to the White House. And as soon as she got them there, she put on Nasty Red song. Okay, y'all? Y'all make it make sense. She was looking like a fanned out party girl. This is what she was looking like. And a lot of people were so sick of that laugh because every time you turned around, she was laughing and giggling. For what? Ain't nothing funny. The things that's going on now, it's not funny. You take $100 to the grocery store and you come out with a little bag. It's not funny. And every time you turned around, you had to listen to her little giggling laugh. It was so many things that took place last night, and it was emotional on so many levels. You just was on the edge of your seat to see what was going to take place and how was it going to take place, because we knew Something was coming, but we didn't know how it was going to take place. But it did. And y'all tell me, do numbers speak value? Tell me, don't numbers speak? Remember everything everybody kept telling me when I was from time to time talking about the election stuff. Everybody kept sending me stuff, and they were saying, you have to the vote on the lesser evil. This is what people were saying. Vote on the lesser evil, because a lot of people didn't like Trump, and a lot of people didn't like her, and a lot of people were confused. They didn't even know if they wanted to even come out and vote. But everybody kept saying, just vote on the lesser evil. If there's two people that you don't like, just look at, you know how you do it for your boyfriend, the good traits, the bad traits. You had to do it for them too. The good traits, the bad traits, and you have to vote on the lesser, the lesser evil. And look at this. Look at the outcome of these numbers, y'all. 223. You can't make this stuff up. You really cannot make it up. Skull and bones. She thought that she had it in the bag, y'all. She had the sororities, all kind of everybody backing her. Oh, she's gonna force herself down our throat by any means necessary. And one celebrity after another, after another, after another came out to support her. And now all of them is waking up with egg in their face right now, y'all. And it's some worried celebrities right now, y'all. Because now it makes you wonder, where's this about to take us with this whole P. Diddy stuff? Is everything about to be brought out? All of the celebrities that played a part in these parties and the mess that they were doing to these little ones and all kind of stuff, is all of this stuff about to be brought out to the forefront? And I mean everything and everybody. Is it about to go down, y'all? I got up this morning and everybody was like talking about how celebrities probably packing their bags right now to try to leave the country. Because they're scared right now, y'all. When I was talking about right after Young Dolph passed and Yo Gotti and all of them started hanging out at the White House, that was a bad look. If you want to be a leader, you're not supposed to be around criminals. Not saying that everybody that Trump is around is some good. I ain't saying that. Okay? Not at all. But the way that the White House was being ran in the direction that it was going in, if you were going to start opening up the White House to so many people of all different races to come to the White House, keep it respectful. Don't let it turn into a shitika show where kids are supposed to look up into these leaders in a certain way, in a certain light. There used to be a time where little girls and little boys were it was an honor to them to go to the White House and meet the president and the this and the that and the that and the this. It was an honor for that. It was something that they had to look forward to, that maybe one day that I could be the president. But when you got people in the White House twerking, what is to look up to when you got people in the White House twerking? At the rallies, rapping about somebody taking your man and all. What is there for them to look up to? She did this to herself. And I'm so happy that there are so many people that woke up for this election, that just woke up and paid attention to what's really going on out here and took a stand against it. So salute to everybody that came out and did their thing at them election booths. Salute to you all. Salute to everybody for unifying everything. And one thing for surely sure, okay? I think a lot of people voted for Trump because I think that they feel like he deserved a second chance. They feel like his hand was tied a lot with the first, presidency when he became president, and then he didn't know a lot that he could do. And then it was a lot that he couldn't do because his hands was tied, because you got to go through the Senate and the House and all of this other stuff, the Congress and all this other stuff, just to get something done. Now everything has been kind of handed to him on a silver platter. He has control of, you know, from what they're saying, he got control of everything now. Because people went in those booths peed off. And whereas some Democrats that probably deserve to get those seats in the House or the Congress and the this and the that and that and this, due to the fact that Democrats ran the election so sloppy and they got so careless, thinking that they could just do whatever they want and treat people however which way they want to, and you were supposed to just sit back and take that. People went in those booths peed off. And a lot of people just went straight down the aisle, the line, and voted all Republican. Just because of the way that they ran this election. Democrats messed up badly, y'all. And they not only lost the presidency, they lost some other big stuff too. And people try to tell them, this is not what we want to see. We don't care what Beyonce thinks. Because did they get the memo? Didn't they say, ain't there rumors going around that Beyonce is into witchcraft and all kind of stuff? Why would we care what she say? Her best friend and her husband's the best friend is in prison right now for throwing parties that they attended. Allegedly. And this is who Kamala decided to bring out as if she made a difference. See, this is just how out of touch that Kamala is. A lot of people was fed up, y'all. A lot of people was tired. A lot of people was just looking at their pocketbook saying, like, wait a minute, this just don't make sense. I used to be able to feed my family for a month with this, but now that has doubled. I could take $300 and feed my family, buy groceries throughout the month. But now I have to take $600 and $700 to buy those same groceries. A lot of people, it's like, this ain't adding up. And just because somebody promised you something doesn't mean that they're going to do it. Y'all, let's go into some of the highlights of last night, because I'm telling y'all, it was crazy. Okay? This is some of the, results that were rolling in with the Senate, because they were winning. They won seats, extra seats in those places too. So word on the street is that Trump has the Senate and the House. Just what they're saying. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. They're also saying that these were the first results that came in, and this from Dixville, and it was a tie. Because it's only 6 people in the county or something like that. I don't know how you can have a county with just 6 people in it, but this is what they said. But anyway, 3 people voted for Kamala. Yeah, Kamala, and 3 people voted for Trump. So it was, tied from the start. I told y'all this night got very interesting as it went on. Some of the first words that they were putting out, because they put out, little subliminals about Trump said this and Harris said this. So this was one of the things that they put out, that Trump says he has no regrets about the campaign. So, he put this out. And while he was putting this out, they were also saying that he said, if we show up, they can't win. And everybody was saying that you have to make it too big to rig. Because a lot of people felt that there was going to be some cheating going on. So this is why they was pushing for so many people to just come out. Please come out, come out, come out, come out. And the people, they came out. They stood in lines 5-6 blocks long just to go and put in a vote. And something told me when I was looking at all of those lines, something told me, I said, y'all know what? These people is not standing in line for no Kamala. I couldn't believe that. I said, I had this feeling that there were going to be a change last night. I just had that feeling, and I couldn't go to sleep until I think I went. I did outdo everybody else that was online, because there was quite a few people online that I was all over the place watching different channels and this and that and that and this, and I outlasted them. I have to say that a lot of them got tired and they went to sleep, but I outlasted because I wanted to see this. This was history last night, and I had to sit back and watch it. But I did notice that, yeah, they did make it too big for them to rig. They could not do it. Harris, she was putting out, she urges voters to turn the page on Trump. This is exactly what we are about to do to her. Turn the page on her. And the whole Biden administration. Um, you know what amazed me, y'all, is the fact that Biden wasn't even running the White House in this last year, basically. And when he stepped down, or was pretty much made to step down, um, Biden had been fooling quite a few people. People thought that he was in there still running things. And I'm going to ask y'all this question before I get started about Biden, because this is crazy to me in itself. If Biden wasn't able to run the White House this year, then who was? Had she been already running the White House? Because we heard that she was doing a lot of signing of a lot of laws and stuff like that that was coming into play. So she was pretty much in charge to me from the start. She was one of the people that was hiding the fact that he was even, sick or just got too old or whatever. They were hiding this until it came out. They couldn't hide it anymore after he came out to do the rallies. They couldn't hide it. But before they did try to, hide everything, who was really ever running the president? Was she running the White House already? You have to ask yourself this question. And is this why we're so messed up? Because we didn't even have an actual president in the first place? And did y'all pay attention to when he stepped down, how the world just tried to make him seem like he was this superhero? Last night showed everything. When they put up the statistics of how, branched it off on how people voted and this and that and that and this, what they thought about the economy, this and that and that and this, that showed you just how good of a president that Biden was. That showed you the truth right there. What Biden was about, what Kamala was about these last 4 years. Just showing you how people felt about different situations, the economy, the this, the that, the immigrants, all of that stuff. When they broke those things down, that was the actual truth of what Biden did these last 4 years. And this just goes to show you that the media, y'all, they can make you look to be something like a hero when you're not. They can pump you up to be something spectacular when you're not. It's the same thing they did for her. They try everything, y'all, to make her look in a good light. And everybody, the more that they tried, the more people start paying attention to, wait a minute, why is they trying to lie on Trump about, he bad enough. You ain't got to lie on him. You can tell the truth about him. You don't have to just make up stuff. And when you got to make up some stuff, you got to watch out for people like that, because they'll stop at nothing to get what they want. And I kept saying this over and over again. This making them look bad. They're thinking they making him look bad, but everything that they did flip-flop, y'all. And what happened to her last night was strictly karma. It was karma. For all the lies and all the games. See, she thought that she could cheat her way into the presidency. You're going to cheat. Instead of earn it, you're going to cheat your way there. And people they wasn't feeling that. That's no different than back here when they were saying that the parents was paying off some of these college people to let their kids be in certain colleges. Because it was good colleges, so they would pay the professors and whatever the people that was in charge of letting people into those schools. Remember how the celebrities was going to jail for that? So why in the world can they could cheat and get in trouble, but other people can't? Because that was a form of cheating, y'all. And you see what cheating got them, right? Not only did they lose the presidency, but other stuff too. God don't like ugly, y'all. He don't. And there's some living proof of what happened last night. Everything that they did turned on them last night in a major way. And everything they said about, oh, he don't like people of color, he this, he that, he that, he this, and that, and that, and this. These are the people that you brought out to support. Those are the biggest house ninjas ever. The ones that try to keep their foot on the other, on the slaves. I'm just gonna put it out there. Neck. They in between the slaves and the masters. This is what those celebrities, to me, look like that came out and supported her. Keep your foot on everybody else's neck, which is their fans that support them. Keep them down at bay. And then they get to enjoy, some of this good stuff and good life and living like the masses. Okay, y'all? Everything that they said, it backfired, y'all. Everything. Let's keep going. This is some of the people that they interviewed back and forth. Like I told you, I was over on different channels. I was all over the place last night. Because when one wasn't talking about nothing, I go to something else. I can't just sit there and just listen to people babble all night. I have to go to, I was hitting the main spots and doing those main times. And they had a lot of people coming out talking about why they chose who they chose. A lot of people that chose Kamala. When they asked them what that they were, voting for, why did they want her, they really couldn't explain. The most people that said that they were voting for her were people that was talking about women's rights. And the things that she was promising, word on the street, she still couldn't give it to them if she did win. Because a lot of things that she was saying she was going to do, the other houses in Congress weren't going to pass it. It wasn't going to pass it, regardless. It was weird watching the expressions of certain people, though. And it was interesting listening to why they said that they were voting for who they were voting for, and just seeing the difference in the people. Everybody was saying that Trump was the one that seemed like he ain't had no screws missing. But every time they asked the people that was actually voting for Harris some serious questions, they were the ones that seemed like they had screws missing, because they seemed like they were all just, go blank. Just like Cardi B's did. It was like it's some kind of MK Ultra stuff, and they didn't know what to say. But the same thing that they've been hearing back and forth, back and forth. This one right here took the cake. This is one of Kamala's people that came out and said that he voted for her. And he said he have daughters and he have a wife. This guy was so emotional. He was crying, y'all. And the first thing that came to my mind, the way he was just acting, I'm just going to say it, y'all. It looked like he's sweating Skittles on the side. But I'm just throwing it out there. That's what it looked like to me. How he talk and act, and he was so soft. Okay, y'all? He was about to cry when they said, why is you voting for Kamala? I have daughters. I have a wife. I said, oh my goodness. If y'all thought we were in bad shape the last 3 years, we were really going to be in bad shape, okay? We were really going to look soft out here to other countries with her in office if she would have won. This guy literally started crying. And he really thought that he was doing the right thing. He really did. Like he was brainwashed. It was y'all. It was like you were watching people in some type of MK Ultra state. And I think that this is what they've been getting away with a long time. This is why they probably use so many celebrities to try to come out and support her, because they felt like they would bring all of their MK Ultra fans that sleep to what these people are really trying to do and about an agenda that they're pushing. A lot of people you saw looked like they were under some type of spell. Seriously, y'all, it was weird. Like, it's like this when you get in your car and they play that same song over and over again and you keep listening to it. You know, I used to just listen to stuff, and then if you keep listening to it before you get to going to this store, that store, this and that, where you got to do your little runnings for the day, you be to heard that song so many times you start humming it, even though you don't even like the song. But that's how it is when you keep listening to something you don't even want to listen to. And I think that this is what happened to a lot of people. This is why now when I'm in the car and a song come on I don't like, I automatically turn it off or turn the station. Like I don't just listen to it. If I don't like it, I'm like, I ain't listen to that mess. Because this stuff is very powerful. Music is very powerful. It takes you through different emotions, all kind of stuff. And this is why she used all of these satanic artists, because a lot of their fans are under spells, basically. Okay? And people were surprised when Taylor Swift came out. We knew it. They say that this is what she does. Go and look up, Google Taylor Swift concert, people losing their memory. A lot of people say they didn't even remember what happened at the concerts that they paid all this money for. They have no recollection whatsoever of what even happened. Did they even enjoy themselves? And this is what I saw last night when they were putting that mic in front of people and asking them who you're voting for. And they start certain people and they say, why? I was like, wow, these people are really asleep. They just don't even understand what's really going on out here. A lot of people. And it ain't their fault. It's just that a lot of people is, you know, their lives are different. Everybody's life is different. Some people don't even watch TV at all. Some people don't do the social media at all, so a lot of people don't know what's really going on. And they like to keep people dumbfounded. And you have to be careful of what you run into out here too on social media. Like I told y'all before, sometimes they put stories out that don't be true. But at the same time, they have a lot of stuff out that is. So you can't just turn your back on social media when it can warn you about a lot of stuff. If we didn't have social media right now, y'all, it would really be messed up out here, because it'd be so much stuff hidden. They can't hide a lot of stuff now. It's being put out there to the world. And it's sad that this guy almost cried. He basically got teary eyed and everything. His voice was trembling because he was so passionate about somebody that he don't even have a clue wasn't gonna do anything for his daughters, his wife, his nothing. And he also made me think about when Cardi B did her little rally, and she was like, what about, the only thing that she could think of to say about Trump was, Trump said that he is going to protect us no matter if we like it or not, the women. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Ladies, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody and you broke up with them, but you broke up with them and y'all still cool? Because there's a lot of people that's still cool with people that break up. They don't be dealing with them or like that anymore, but they ain't enemies. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody go to mess with you or this and that and that and this person will come for that person, because they still got love for you like that. They don't want to see no harm come to you. Whether you like it or not, they still defending you, and you're not even in a relationship with them anymore. But they don't want to see no harm come to you. And this shows the type of person that you are and that person are, that you even broke up with. Maybe it didn't work out, but y'all still cool with each other because y'all had that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? And they still protect you no matter what. If somebody talk down on you and they're around, they're gonna protect you, even though y'all are not even together even anymore. And Do you get mad because that person protects you? That was the stupidest thing that Cardi B said. That, oh, he said he's gonna protect the ladies if they like it or not. That's the only thing that you could think of that was bad to you. She's so used to not being protected. She's so used to somebody dogging her out like Offset did her. The whole relationship. Okay? Treat her like she was trash and would do his dump and go on about his business to the next and show people on the streets more love and compassion than he do his wife. She's so used to being treated like crap that this is why she chose to go that route. She don't know when she's not being treated right. She complained about how all the prices and this and that and this, but soon as the people that made this happen say we ain't gonna do this no more, I ain't gonna do it no more. She ain't gonna lie to me. She said it in my face. I believe everything that Kamala said. This is her. This goes to show you you probably pick her up and shake her and it's rattling up there in their head. It's rattling. You're gonna hear some rattling going on with Cardi B. And these are the people that she thought that were gonna help her in this election. This guy reminded me of that, just people that just don't know. They don't know. This female right here, she was very emotional too. She couldn't really get out why, but she finally did at the end. But they asked her who did she vote for. She said Trump. She was really emotional. She was like, I don't know, and then she starts talking. And the very last thing that she said was the very last thing that a lot of people felt in the first place. The situation that we're in right now, it has to change. We cannot go through another 4 years of all this money going out and more people just flooding in. It's not going to do anything but just make the United States even look raggedy. Look at all how the streets look so dirty with all of the people that still got tents out and sleeping on the streets and throwing bottles and this and that everywhere. And it looks raggedy in a lot of, have y'all seen New York and a lot of places where people are still all over the streets and this and that and that. You go downtown and you got all of these people. And it's sad when you got people coming, to just see the city and stuff like that, tourists and stuff. And you go downtown and you got not just grown people laying out on the streets, but they got 2 or 3 kids out there with them, and you out here trying to enjoy your vacation, but at the same time, you looking at these people and you feeling bad because they're sitting outside with their kids and they have nowhere to stay and they begging for some money. They saying they haven't ate all day. Like, this is what we're experiencing to the 25th power right now. We already was experiencing some of this, but now it's so much more. And then the other half of these migrants that's running around, the hustlers, they out here, on bikes, riding past, snatching chains and purses and dragging people down the street till you let go of your stuff. And they ride off in the sunset with your purses. And it's a whole little team of them working. It's just so much going on right now that we had to do something. We had to. Like I said before, these lines, look at the faces of these people. Do it look like the people that's in these lines think just look at their faces, y'all. Look at their bodies, how they just standing there looking like they frustrated and some gotta give. This ain't working. This is the attitude they got. This is the look on their face. Don't say, oh, Kamala is going to change all of this. Because Kamala been pretty much in charge the last 3 years. Because Biden ain't. It's clear he ain't. And it's clear that she helped cover up the fact that he wasn't even doing good health-wise. And if she was the vice president and the actual president wasn't, woke half the time, she was the one in charge these 3 years anyway. And if she wasn't in charge, what was she doing? If somebody else was running the presidency while she was vice president, what you think was going to happen if she's the president? Somebody else was going to tell her what to do, and she was just going to sign laws in and smile and giggle in everybody's face and keep on going. While she's enjoying her private jets and the this and the that and the that and the that stuff she did not even deserve. She just knew she had it in the bag. And I think that these celebrities blew a little head up to make her think that, oh, we got you. We gonna make sure you win. But the thing of it is, they're not even winning. I said she didn't get the memo. Go to Beyonce's IG. Everybody in her IG is talking about her with this Diddy stuff. They clowning Beyonce. And she went and got Beyonce to be her face of her. And they said she got paid $10 million. This is what I heard, y'all. Those are the rumors. $8 to $10 million. They're saying Beyonce was paid just to show up for the give a 4-minute. Because they lied on the news and all the stuff and said that she was going to perform just to get people there. She talked for 4 minutes and she got paid $8 to $10 million, allegedly. They said Cardi B got paid $1 million to do her speech. That goes to show you how much they think about her. She was out there a long time looking stupid. Okay? Beyonce came out there 4 minutes and got 10. Allegedly. Glorilla got paid, allegedly, for coming out there too. They was paying people to come out and perform instead of you break down what you gonna do, what you been doing, or something. You thinking that, oh, I'm gonna steal this election by getting all these celebrities. And it backfired. Y'all, it backfired seriously. Then they start putting up, the statistics on how people was voting. They start breaking stuff down. 36% state of democracy, 30% the economy, this one, immigration, the foreign policy. They broke it all down. And a lot of people was for this 14%. Oh, they thought they was going to ride that till the wheels fall off. Oh, we winning votes on this issue, so let's keep pushing that. In the end, the economy and all that stuff outruled anything. It outruled anything, y'all. Okay? These are more things that they were saying that who do you trust more to handle the economy? 51% said Donald Trump. 47% said Kamala. I don't even see what that 47% would want to trust her. Well, the last 3 years, it has been horrific going to buy anything. It has been her. And I said this before. They do a lot of smoke and mirrors. They make you think you're getting ahead, but you really staying the same. Every single time. I want you to pay attention to this one lady. She reached out to me and she said, she's an elderly woman, and she said that she gets Social Security. Me and her kind of go back and forth and talk about a lot of stuff, issues that she's going through. But this one of my subscribers, and she receives Social Security. She says every year when she get her Social Security, they give her like a cost of living increase or stuff like that. They give her Social Security increase. She gets like benefits as well. Just say she get $50 a month to help her with her food and stuff like that. We're just gonna throw that number out there. She get $50, and she gets her Social Security, which helps her pay for her bills. She said every time she gets a raise on her Social Security, get this, if they give her $10 extra on her Social Security, they take it out of the benefits for the food. So you really is still at the same place. This is what has been going on this last year. This 3 years? They gave people, and I've been talking about this on my page, they gave people raises. Since you all want, fast food people, and fast food people work harder than anybody. You standing there all day long, you're not being still at all. You are back and forth working. Those windows, the cooks, the fries, whatever it is you're doing. Then you got to turn around and clean up the place, wash the dishes, scrub the floors, cleans the bathrooms, all kind of deal with people and their attitudes all day long. It ain't like going to an office sitting there all day and you sitting there today answering the phone or this and that, and this, and you getting paid boo money, and then you doing all of this work at the fast food place and you getting paid crumbs. So people been pushing for a raise for them for the longest. They finally give them a raise. As soon as they get a raise and think, I'm finally going to be making enough money so I can start putting up some money or have a little money for extra for to take my family out to do something with or this and that and this. Soon as they gave them the raises, they raised all the food up. We had to pay for those raises. And if the people that, got the raises want to go out and take the kids out to eat or whatever with this extra money that they got, it takes it up by what you're going to pay for, because that then doubled up in price. If you want to have extra money, go get groceries. The groceries is higher, so you're still not getting the same amount. You still where you left off at. If you get a raise and you go buy some milk and it's $5, and then you get a raise and then the milk get raised to 10, where the raise at, y'all? This is what happened. And this keeps their foot on your neck. You're not going up nowhere, no how. And every time you turn around, these celebrities, they're trying to raise the price of their ticket price sales so they can get more of your money, and then lead you in the wrong direction at the same time. I don't understand it. They don't think for themselves anymore. And that poor man that was about to cry, he probably crying his eyes out right now, thinking that his kids is going to be all messed up the rest of their life because the media made it look this way. Now, instead of people, and this is what they say all the time, when you got when the presidency and it's going to be, change of power, this and that, the people that lost, they need to, suck it up and recognize that this is going to be the new president and work with people so that some things can get done. Try to work. People didn't want certain people to win. Last time they won. I'm just saying, y'all. People sucked it up and they just went on and worked with what they was given. They already trying to sabotage his presidency, and he haven't even went to the inauguration yet, y'all. They're already trying to sabotage it. The media is right now talking all they smack about, oh, Trump this and Trump gonna try to do this. He finna try to send back all of these migrants, and he can get sued for that. Like, they are already, he ain't even done anything yet. He just won last night. And they're already, the media, trying to chop him down and trying to just mess up the whatever he got plans for. One thing that they don't want to accept is the fact that all these people came over here illegally. All of them. And a lot of them, not all of them, is getting in trouble. And when they get in trouble, Biden administration was letting them right back out of jail. They was disrespecting police officers, y'all. They came over here disrespecting our police. It's like, F y'all polices. These were street associates that would get together, migrants, and they were putting paws on police officers, y'all. And they were walking right out the jail like they ain't did nothing. A lot of police officers didn't care for Kamala to stay in office either. It's so many people that were smiling in her face, but at the same time they was checking Trump name on that paper. It was a lot of people that smiled in her face. And at the same time, they was not feeling her. They did not want to be living under another 3 years of her. So don't believe when people say, oh, everybody was, no, they wasn't. People smiling in her face, and at the same time, they was checking Trump, y'all. A condition of nation's economy, not so good, 40%, poor, 23%. So that's really 63% right here that they were saying it was horrible. I don't know who these good 30% is. That must be the celebrities, and the excellent 7%. That must be the celebrities and the people that have money that this stuff didn't affect. Had to be. We knew that things were bad for Kamala when they started putting these type of posts on CNN, the exit poll. About 3/4 of voters held negative view of the way things are going in the U.S. today. A whole bunch of people was not feeling her, y'all, when they was doing the polls and stuff, okay? Direction of the country. 70% said it was going the wrong way. These are the opinions of the people that went out and stood in those lines. Do y'all think that they were going to be standing in them lines for her? I doubt it. Oh no, 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 no. These are the first numbers to start rolling in after the 3. She got up to 34. He got up to 168, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" Now, even though different pages had different numbers, it still was about this much of a difference. To be honest with you, from page to page, even though the numbers changed, because this was 117 and 195. A lot of the page, different channels, but it was still quite a few, a lot of space in between the numbers. I don't care what page you went to. Poly Market, they had him 78% to win, well, her 21%. So you still kind of knew early that it wasn't looking good for her. 81 to 168. Some channels was having them moving up some. Then it got to a point where you was kind of questioning. That's why a lot of people didn't want to jump on, because they was like, it's kind of close, so we better sit down and shut up. So 81 to 191 here. And this guy right here, oh my goodness, he did his thing. He did his thing for the election, y'all. Like I told you, the numbers fluctuated from different channels, but it still was a really large lead. It really was. So a lot of people wasn't concerned, but at the same time, you was like, yeah, he got a nice little lead, but we still ain't gonna start bragging yet. And it wasn't about bragging, to be honest. It was about just making history last night, and believe it or not, we still made history last night because the world stood together as one and voted they tail up out of here, y'all. Okay. Here is 99 to 188. Like I told you, I was all over the place. A lot of people stayed up. A lot of people went to sleep. 117 to 205. It still was a nice little lead in between. 81 to 201. It was different pages, but it was still like almost the same thing. Poly Market started going up and up and up on Trump, and her number still kept falling. I was like, yeah, we got this. 119 to 212. 91 to 210. So they were still basically almost in sync, y'all, with the same amount. And that's all. Like I said, the Poly Market kept going up on his side, down on her side. And these were my main pages that I watched so that I could keep up with what was going on. 145 to 214 she got here. And they said she had 193 to 216 here on another page, but it was still around the same amount, y'all. It even got to 212 to 248 on some pages, but it was, like I said, it was going back and forth. A lot of people stayed up. A lot of people, I outdid them, y'all. The Cartier family, they was up late last night too, doing their thing on their channel and stuff. Life with Reckless, he was up late too. He was the one that posted when this is where I got this from, and he was the one that let you know that they were starting to leave Kamala's party, her little entourage party, that they was finna party and stuff. If she would have won, everybody started leaving, y'all. They looked like they was finna cry. We knew it was over then when they started leaving. This is from her little election party that was supposed to be a party. They all started leaving. They started leaving early, and look at the faces, y'all. They look so sad, like they about to cry. They said that the Battle of States has spoken. A lot of people were saying she had to win certain states in order to get it, and she lost across the border. He was winning in every battleground state. Now, I don't know about the rest of them. I got to go back and check the rest, but we all know that he won. But yeah, back to back to back. They was checking out Georgia, North Carolina. Then when it hit Pennsylvania, we knew it was over with, y'all. He was leading still in some of these states here, if not all. It was ridiculously historical last night. Okay, y'all. Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona. This is when I think around the time that I went to sleep because I was like, I got to get some rest. I think it was like about 2 something or 3 o'clock. And I was like, okay, I got to go to sleep because they're not going to name it till in the morning. A lot of people last night still went on and was started saying that he had won after this. Trump wins Pennsylvania. They knew it was over with. And she wouldn't address the supporters. She sent somebody on the stage and they said that she's not going to address nobody tonight. And he walked back off and went on about his business. Trump came out. We saw when the cars went and got him and all of that stuff. And then he came out and gave his speech last night. It was over with. And they wouldn't even claim it. And they already knew he had won, but they wouldn't even claim it. But he went on and got up there and did his speech and everything. And I remember that this was one of the things that they kept saying that he was going to, they were saying that he was going to, say he won before he won and this and that and this. And the world was saying he won. Everybody was like, why don't they call it? Why don't they call it? Hours was going past and they wouldn't call it. And we had already knew he had won. But yeah, he came out, gave his speech, and I listened to some of the speech, but I really wasn't listening to the speech because I felt like he was tired. He had done all these rallies and he's still up in age, even though, and that's another thing. He's the oldest. He's going to be the oldest president. I think they're saying he's the oldest and his vice president is the youngest. So that's another part of history. He have broken history on so many levels with this election, y'all. It don't make sense. And he has brought the country together just to even vote for him. The country has came together. So I don't know what they're talking about with the country divided stuff. Okay. But I knew what to do pay attention to this right here. Okay, y'all. This 223 screen volumes, y'all. And them mocking God, I think that was a big deal when it came down to this election. Because everybody that was surrounding this woman was mocking God. That supported her. Her choices that she made. As far as this election was all about mockery. And I think this is why she got a karma, y'all. She got her karma last night. And it was a doozy. It really was. Beyonce, Jay-Z, this is all they're about is disrespecting God in every which way. And instead of this woman being a leader, she chose to be a follower. She chose to be a fan. And that's not what we need right now. We need somebody that's stronger, not somebody that's running around here deceiving their you know what I'm saying, their fans, kids that's looking up to them, kids that's listening to their music. This is what they're pushing. This is what they're pushing. And these are the people that came out for her to help push her. So she had Quavo come out. They all dibbling and dabbling into the satanic stuff, y'all. She had Quavo come out. And out of all people, you the reason that your nephew got taken out. Because you took him and making him come dragging this man to a Halloween party that he probably would have never went to if it wasn't for him. And got lined up the same way that he produced the video the same night that came out. And his nephew go out the same way. There's no way, y'all. Is Beyonce never about to be out on the run for real? Because they time is up, word on the street. And people are digging and digging to a lot of stuff. This woman has came forward and basically admitted to knowing or playing a part in what happened through her music, y'all. To Kathy White, somebody that was mingling and tingling allegedly with her husband. There's so much stuff going on that Kamala will sleep on, or she just choose to ignore. If we ignore it, it'll go away. This is how they felt. These people are tied to the biggest demon in the industry. They're friends with him. They were at the parties. Allegedly, Jay-Z hosted some of those parties. Usher, all of them is all tied to the same. Cardi B. Look at these people right. Look at Beyonce. This is what they push, satanic stuff. And this is who she chose to, support her. This is who she chose. And the people spoke against this last night. They spoke against this in the early elections. They spoke against this when they stood in those lines for hours. They didn't want this to keep being pushed out there to their kids. People are sick of this. Men in in the sports world with the women. Like, people are sick of this mess. If y'all want to sweat Skittles, everybody else don't got to sweat Skittles with you. We don't got nothing against you. That's y'all bodies. But stop pushing it off on the kids in the schools. Under their watch, y'all forgot that they were trying to push Satan classes in the classroom. Teach children about Satan like you teach children about God. This is what they were pushing under their watch. These are things that has been going on the last 3 years. The putting of Satan on a pedestal by any means necessary. And the people spoke last night. This was very spiritual, what took place last night. The people stood together and did the very same thing that they said that they wasn't going to do. Trump was going to divide the nation. Really? Did he divide the nation, or did he bring them together? Because that's not what I saw last night. That's not what I saw through this election. What's about to happen with this whole situation here, y'all? If they can't hang out at the White House and get their way, is they about to be in court too? Is their stuff about to be brushed under the rug? Or is their stuff about to be put into the light right now, y'all? Is they scared? Because word on the street, they're scared. Because they want to live by the words of Aleister Crowley. Do as thou wilt. Well, the people did what they wanted to do last night. And it wasn't nothing that had to do with no Aleister Crowley. It was what they felt in their hearts was the best thing to do. And the people on The View and Oprah and all of them can go sit down somewhere and hope that they ain't on them tapes that's about to come out. Because we didn't had it with all of them. Every last one of them. Oprah Winfrey don't have any kids. Y'all. Oprah Winfrey could be doing so much more for people. But the one thing that she want to do is go back to school in Africa. And messed up them girls' lives. She didn't help them. She hurt them. Half of them ended up pregnant, all kind of stuff. By the staff, y'all. And who knows what else we don't know. And everybody try to act like she is something special. She can just take her own hometown and help out some of the homeless people, and it wouldn't hurt a bit of her. But you know what Oprah went and did when there was tornadoes and hurricanes? She did a commercial begging people for money. You give the money and help. You a billionaire. Why come you ain't giving away millions and millions of dollars? Instead of that, she want to come out and try to beg for money from the people that ain't got nothing. That barely is paying their bills. Oprah Winfrey, y'all. Obama. You come and you slither your little head, you and Michelle, at the woodworth when it's time for an election. But where are you during the times when it's not election time? Where are you when, people are being wronged out here in the streets? Where are you when people standing in line and all this grocery bill, they can't afford it? Where are you then? You out playing golf. You out hanging out with P. Diddy. You out hanging out with Jay-Z. This is what Obama is doing. He on they on the boat somewhere, kicking it and chilling. While you're standing in line wondering is you going to pay your light bill or feed yourself or your kids. And then when election time comes, oh, they all over the place trying to tell you what to do. Like you don't have a brain of your own to not know when something ain't working for you. This is the craziness of this world right now, y'all. Look how satanic the Olympics was. And oh, I know y'all been hearing about Snoop. His name popping up all over the place too with this whole Diddy mess. His stuff is popping up as well. This is the same man that just opened up shake your back door club for in his wife's name. But it's all women in there. They had behind one thing to say they doing something for something, but it's really for something else. They all do it. He opened up that club for himself, not his wife. His wife wouldn't want him to be around all of these other women. But she can't fight it no more. She just give him what he want. But look how he lied about it and said, oh, it's his wife's club. Really, Snoop? That's all you could come up with? It's your wife's club? Okay. It's sad, but all of these. And then look, when they were talking about his chain, when he was putting up the demonic little goat sign he had around his neck. Oh, y'all just conspiracy theorists. I don't have anything. Look at his hands. He's throwing up the Baphomet right now. And y'all wonder why they getting on him now? There are pictures and everything coming forth of him and Puffy at the parties, y'all. Stay tuned for that because it's coming. Look who else came out for Kamala, y'all. Another Satanist that takes pride in MK Ultra and her fans. Okay, y'all. And the news reported that. And not I said the pussycat. Okay, y'all. The news, you can Google it. People were losing memory at her concerts. These are the people that were coming out for Kamala. People are tired of them. Okay, y'all? This is what they are. They try to act like, oh, did y'all see the ads that they did, that Kobe Bryant did? I don't know that y'all go look at that ad that he put up. Oh, he went back way to slavery stuff. Okay, y'all? Where people were getting watered down and hosed down and all kind of stuff. This is what came. Y'all, Lord have mercy. The biggest house ninjas out here that want to keep us where we are. This is why they wanted to keep Kamala. But anybody they thought that was going to make a change, they was coming for them left and right. The media was coming for them so hard it made no sense. And that alone told you, no, these people ain't pushing for her like that for nothing. They're pushing for that seat for an agenda. And that agenda has been stopped, y'all. Okay? It has been stopped in that way. Don't think it's not going to come in another way. But this one has been shut down. Because they had some serious plans. And now they got to go back to the chopping board. Because it didn't work. Okay, y'all? Oh, these demons in the industry, oh, they're very upset. They probably never talk to this woman again. They're done with her because she can't keep pushing their agenda now. She can't. So she's not going to be popular anymore. That's going to hurt her more than anything. That she's not going to be able to be around all her celebrity friends after she leave the office. Now, she probably hang out with a few, the ones that, she pay for. Because she's going to get a nice piece of chunk of change when she leaves that office still as vice president. But that popularity is going to be gone. Ain't no more free tickets and all of that mess. Okay, y'all? Them celebrities, they used her just like she used them. And that era is over as far as any agenda that they were about to push. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Congratulations, not only to Donald Trump, but congratulations to everybody that stood together to make a change out here, y'all. That felt that it was necessary. Okay? And now, the only thing now Donald Trump can do is get to work. Get to work, because he got his hands full right now. But he has the tools that he needs to do better. So it's up to him right now. The ball is in his court. It really is. Either he is going to go down in history as one of the best presidents that tried to make a difference and changed some things back around for the better, or he is going to go down for the worst president ever that lied about everything too, just like everybody else. The ball is in his court. And I got a feeling that he has something to prove to the people right now. I think that this election humbled him some because you can tell in his face last night, he even couldn't believe how people came together to put him back in office. He couldn't believe it himself. And he know now is bigger than him. Okay, y'all? He said something last night that I'm going to leave y'all with. He said that he brought up God and he felt like his life was saved for a purpose. And I do believe so too. So stay tuned, and I hope that he stays protected because there's some mad people out here. And, hope God put the right people around him to keep him safe. That's all I can say right now. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.